Formula One's Australian Grand Prix is on the brink of a disastrous start this week in Melbourne. As teams prepare for the season opener, shocking new details have emerged that could turn the race into chaos. The chaotic weather conditions are ready to spoil the fun. Meanwhile, Red Bull faces unexpected struggles, and McLaren looks stronger than ever. Could this be the start of a major power shift in F1? In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know before lights out in Melbourne this Sunday. If you don't want to miss any updates, quickly press the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. Let's dive in. For the first time in years, Max Verstappen enters a season with unknown ambitions. The reigning three-time champion has downplayed Red Bull's chances, citing struggles in preseason testing. Max expressed his feelings after his recent outing. He said, "I don't think we can fight for the win already in Melbourne." Red Bull's dominance in recent years made them the team to beat, but early signs suggest they may have slipped. Completing the fewest laps of any team in testing has raised concerns, and Verstappen himself has pointed to McLaren as the new frontrunner. Lando Norris, his closest 2024 rival, now enters as the bookmakers' title favorite. When asked who might fight for the championship, Verstappen pointed to Norris's McLaren team. At the moment, there's only one, and that team is orange. That's a very nice color, of course, but from our side, we still have work to do. Other teams want to see some improvements as well, I think. So at the moment, one team is clearly in front. If you look at the lap times, then I think McLaren is the favorite. On our side, not everything went completely smoothly, but on the other hand, we have some ideas on how to improve. The Australian Grand Prix won't provide all the answers, but it will set the tone. If Red Bull struggles to fight for the podium, the championship battle could be wide open. But if they remain competitive, Verstappen's downplaying of expectations might just be a strategic move to ease pressure. The 2025 Formula One season begins with the Australian Grand Prix at Melbourne's Albert Park circuit. This race is highly anticipated, as Lewis Hamilton makes his Ferrari debut after leaving Mercedes. His move adds excitement as he aims to challenge Max Verstappen, who is seeking his fifth consecutive Drivers' Championship. Hamilton has expressed confidence in his new team, calling the switch to Ferrari a dream come true and stating they are ready to fight for the title. The race weekend follows the usual F1 format. Practice sessions will take place on Friday, March 14th and Saturday, March 15th. Qualifying is scheduled for Saturday, while the main race starts on Sunday, March 16th. The Albert Park circuit, known for its fast layout, could be affected by weather conditions, with forecasts predicting warm temperatures and possible rain during qualifying and the race. Fans can watch the event through official broadcasters, with live coverage of practice, qualifying, and the race. As the season opener, this Grand Prix will set the tone for the year, with Ferrari, McLaren, and others looking to challenge Red Bull's dominance. The 2025 Formula One season excitement is in full swing, but unpredictable weather could cause chaos. Friday's practice sessions are expected to be sunny, with temperatures reaching 28 degrees Celsius. However, Saturday's qualifying will take place under scorching conditions, peaking at 35 degrees Celsius. The biggest challenge comes on Sunday, with an 80% chance of rain that could lead to a dramatic race. Teams and drivers are bracing for the impact of changing conditions. Wet weather could disrupt strategies, with tire choices and pit stops playing a crucial role. McLaren's Oscar Piastri noted that rain would certainly spice things up, making the race even more exciting. These conditions could level the playing field, creating opportunities for midfield teams to capitalize on mistakes. Albert Park has also undergone safety modifications following George Russell's crash in 2024.
Oh, big crash! George Russell with a massive accident at the end of the Grand Prix at turn number 6, and that will end the race as a contest. Russell was battling over 6th place, and this is how it came undone.
He got so close to Fernando on the way into the corner. It was just simple.
Turns 6 and 7 have been adjusted, with repositioned barriers and modified curbing to improve driver safety. With extreme weather and track changes, the Australian Grand Prix promises an exciting start to the 2025 season, testing both drivers and teams. With McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes expected to dominate the front, the midfield battle could be just as thrilling. Several teams have made significant strides, but which will emerge as the leader of the chasing pack? Williams enters the season with momentum, thanks to strong preseason testing and an exciting driver lineup. Carlos? Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon bring experience and skill, making Williams a serious contender for podium finishes if their testing pace holds up. However, as always, testing can be misleading, and real-world performance remains to be seen. Alpine also has high ambitions, with Pierre Gasly leading the charge alongside rookie Jack Doohan. Gasly has openly stated the team's goal of becoming the best of the rest, and their early pace suggests they could be in the mix for regular top 6 finishes. The key will be consistency and avoiding costly mistakes. Aston Martin is a wild card. After a strong start in 2024 that faded later in the season, questions remain about their long-term development. With Adrian Newey set to join in 2026, the team is in transition. However, with Fernando Alonso at the wheel, they could still pose a threat. Lance Stroll's inconsistency, however, could hinder their chances. Further down the grid, Haas has made efforts to improve long-run pace with their driver lineup. Racing Bulls showed flashes of speed in testing but struggled with handling. If their drivers can avoid mistakes, they might cause an upset. Meanwhile, Sauber appears focused on Audi's 2026 entry rather than immediate performance, making them unlikely contenders. Melbourne will be the first real test of these teams' progress. But the weather can play them out. The midfield is as anonymous as ever, and the battle to lead it could define much of the 2025 season. The 2025 grid has undergone massive changes, with only McLaren and Aston Martin retaining their driver pairings. The rest of the teams feature new faces, setting up one of the most intriguing shakeups in years. The biggest name among the newcomers is Kimi Antonelli, who is stepping into Lewis Hamilton's vacated Mercedes seat at just 18 years old. While Mercedes sees him as a future star, replacing a 7-time champion comes with enormous pressure. If Antonelli struggles early, questions will arise about whether the move was premature. Liam Lawson finally gets his shot at Red Bull, partnering Max Verstappen. He was impressive in limited Racing Bulls outings, but the challenge now is to hold his own against one of the most dominant drivers in history. If he delivers, he could secure a long-term future with the team. Elsewhere, Oliver Behrman joins Haas, while Sauber and Racing Bulls bring in last season's F2 standouts, Gabriel Bortoleto and Isaac Hadjar. These rookies will be eager to prove themselves, but their success largely depends on their team's ability to provide competitive machinery. Jack Doohan's arrival at Alpine has the chance to push them further up the grid. If the car delivers, he could be a dark horse for consistent podiums. Melbourne will offer the first glimpse of how these new drivers fit into their teams. How will the teams perform in Melbourne's weather conditions? And will this be the year of rookies? From Hamilton's Ferrari debut to Verstappen's uncertain future, the Australian Grand Prix is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in years. Will Hamilton dominate from race 1? Or will Leclerc prove he's Ferrari's true leader? And is Verstappen's concern real, or just a clever strategy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more F1 updates.